All right, let's try this flipping again. All right, I'm gonna hold you until I can share this out. I don't know what it is. My laptop camera just keeps coming in and out and in and out. Like it'll work for a couple of minutes and then it stops. And I don't know how to fix it. And I'll be honest, I'm lazy and I really do not want to have to get a whole nother like extra camera. I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to deal with that. That sounds really bad, I know. All right. Let me share this, then we're gonna prop you up and we're gonna talk about this new device. I've had this in my hands for a while now, but the reason is, and the reason I haven't talked about it, the reason I haven't shared it is because I really truly wanted to try it out because I was skeptical of it. It's just the honest to goodness truth. I was kind of skeptical of it and I really, really, really wanted to try it out before we dove into it hardcore. So that's what I've been doing. So, all right, let's see. Stay put, camera. Lord today, my life. All right, so technically it is called the Scentsy Solo Waterless Diffuser, okay? A lot of fancy words, a lot of fancy names. What it is a cartridge system of oil, okay? That's a big thing. It's not wax, it's not pods, it is an oil system, and it's got a lot of bells and whistles. And see, that was the reason I wanted to go live on my laptop, because I wanted to be able to show you on my phone how the app works. But now we're on the phone, so bear with me. All right, let's look at it. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about all the things. Oops. So, super simple. It's actually quite tiny. It's about smaller in my hand. Okay. This is ceramic. Pull this off. Then this is the thing, the system, the mechanism. Is that what you want to call it? I don't know. I don't know words. And then this is your oil and your cartridge nebulizer, and we'll talk about that. It just plops in and it like hooks. It's magnetic. It might not be, but it feels like it because it like grabs it and pulls it. You stick this on and there's like this little groove in the back to help you get it on correctly, so it's not going to spin. And then your mist is going to shoot out of here. I'll show you that. There is color, and you can change the color. I don't know if you can even see. It was misting. I don't know. You can change the color. Now here's a big thing with this system. Can you see it? Did you see it? The system can run on an app, or you can run it without an app. Okay? It just depends on what you want to do. The system can also be used wirelessly, no cord, no batteries, no nothing, or wired. All right? There are some hiccups with the system, and I'm not going to lie, and I'll tell you about those here in a minute. But that's kind of like the gist of it. You put the cartridge in, you put the oil in, you set your system either via the app or you use it without the app. You either have it wireless or wired. All right? That's dumbing it down. Tiny, tiny, tiny. Okay? Let's look at the cartridges, talk about that, and then we'll talk about the whole entire thingamajigger. Tiny. This is what the box is. It comes in this teeny tiny box, so it takes up zero space whatsoever. There's, I don't know how many scents we have currently, but we keep adding more and more scents. I have went through Blue Grotto. I have had my system since about December, January-ish time, okay? And I just, for the first time, changed my cartridge out just this month. And it has been the same cartridge since December or January when I got it. I changed out just this month. And mine, I have mine set to run for 1 hour on low 4 times a day. 4 or 5 times a day. I'd have to look. I know it's at least 4. It could be 5. We'll discuss all of that app stuff. So that tells you how long this system can run. So you're going to get your oil, and the label is upside down because you're going to put it in like this. So you're going to get a bottle of oil, and it is 0.5 ounces, 15 milliliter. Then you're going to get this little nebulizer thingy. And the importance of this is every single time you get a new scent, you're going to get a new one of these. And if you've ever seen one of these systems before, there's another company out there, a couple other companies out there who have systems very, very similar to this. What usually happens is this starts to leak. This system starts to leak. It gets gunked up. And if you've ever used any sort of fragrance oils or anything like that, every single one has a different viscosity. Some are really, really runny. Some are very, very thick. Some like flow out like water. They're all different. They're all different. And to make sure that ours does not run into the same problem as that, each of these are made to work with this specific scent. So that means you don't have to worry about the gunking of the nozzle. You don't have to worry about the leaking of it. And then once this is done, you're going to toss both of these away, and your new scent will come with both of them. All right. And you can very easily change out your scent, because like I said, mine lasted about 4 to 5 months. So some of you may be like, I don't want a scent that long. Totally get it. As you saw, it's just this tiny little thing. Like, when you put it all together, that's it. Very easily to be stored away, put away. I wouldn't really recommend taking it apart, because more than likely you tossed the lid. Let's be real. You took the lid off, you put it on, you tossed everything. It's just facts. Like, that's what we would have done. So you don't want to store it without the lid, but you can store it like this, no problem. All right, so it's not a huge deal to switch out the scents or anything like that, and it's so simple. It's easier to change than wax. Pop it out, put it in, pop it out, put it in. That's it. So when you get it, you're always going to get a new bottle of oil, and you're always going to get a new nebulizer. No, these are not reusable. And like I said, the reason is because if you can look in there, that little metal ball is similar to like our oil diffusers, where it's going to shimmy, it's going to shake, it's going to do all of its little things, and it's going to make the scent distribute. And that, if you've ever used our oil diffusers, which I absolutely love, you know that they get gunked up. The little thing at the bottom, the little nebulizer at the bottom, the little shaky disc, you have to clean it every once in a while. You have to get a Q-tip. You have to like scrub it a little bit, because oils can get gunky. Being able to throw this away, get a new one every single time, it avoids and eliminates that whole entire thing. All right. So when you get it, tiny little box, takes up zero space. So like I said, it's easier to change than wax, takes up less space than wax. Now let's talk scent strength. You have the ability within the app to control that. You can do low, medium, high. It's got several different settings. Let me see if I can pull it up on my computer. And I wanted to go live, like I said, on my laptop, so that I can pull up the app on my phone and show you guys while I was talking, but technology and me are not friends at the current moment. Let's see. All right, I have a picture of the app face. Nope, go to here, go to here. Work with me, work with me. So. All right. All right, so your fragrance. So on the app, I'll show you a picture. You can do low, medium, or high. I had mine set on low. I had it set so that it ran specific times. Blue Grotto, I could smell. I have mine sitting in the laundry room on a timer with the door shut. I could legit smell Blue Grotto out in the hallway. She is mighty. Now, of course, not every scent is mighty. It just depends. But Blue Grotto, I had mine set on low. Then you can set your light to either white or color, and you can pick a specific color. Then you can pick a specific brightness. Do you want it bright or do you want it dimmer or no color at all? Then you can do a schedule. So it's got pre-made schedules, or you can make a custom schedule all your own. Like if you wanted to turn on before you come to work, if you wanted to turn on just once a day, you can pick anything that you want. Mine is set for 1 hour, 4 times a day. I think it's like 8, 11, like 4 or 5, and then 8 again, I think is how mine is. But I have mine set 4 hours, 4 different times, and they run for 1 hour each on low. And it lasted forever and ever. It was mighty. No noise on this thing whatsoever. It's quiet. There's nothing. There's no noise. There's no sound. There's no nothing. There's no fan. It shoots out similar to, I don't know if they still make those anymore. Remember when you used to be able to buy like the air freshener in a can and you would stick it in the thing and it would psh at you? That's what this does. Except it's just programmable. That's it. That's all it is. Now, let's talk hiccups that I don't particularly like, but that's just me. So it can be used without the cord. And I think, if I remember correctly, with the light on, let's see if I can pull it up here real quick. With the light on, it will run, I think, 30 hours. I think. Let me look. See if it tells me. If I remember correctly. And that's, to me, I'm just like, I want it to run longer, but everything has to be recharged at a certain point. I'm not dumb. I get that. It does run on Wi-Fi, so you are going to need Wi-Fi. How long does the battery last? I knew it was on here somewhere. Yes, approximately low without any light. With the light on, it's approximately 6 hours. So if you're going to have it run without the cord, I highly suggest making sure that you don't have the light on. Again, that's just my preference. That, to me, frustrated me. I wanted it to run a lot longer. But even my phone has to be charged pretty much every day. So I just am picky. The other thing I don't like is the app does not tell you that it needs to be charged. I wanted that push notification that said, charge the thing. Again, that's just my picky preferences. So, I mean, that's just me. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm picky. Let's see. The other particular thing I did not like is it does not tell you when your oil cartridge is empty. Again, I want that push notification that says, yo, change the oil. Like, that's it. Those are my 2 downfalls of the thing. It did take me a while to figure out where to use it because I am a warmer and diffuser girl. But this thing, holy mac and cheese. Holy mac and cheese. So it does say that it will run approximately, like one of the diffusers, one of the cartridge runs approximately about 2,000 hours. We only have the one shade, this part. We only have the one at the moment, but we've said that before and we've gotten plenty more. Let's see. You can, like I said, you can run it off of the cord. You can run it on the cord. I do have mine plugged in. That's just because it's sitting in the same spot. This would be great for an outdoor location. This would be great for a camper. It's going to sit the whole entire camper. Great for a dorm room. A matter of fact, Case has the other system because, of course, Mom, she's not going to use what I have because that's just a teenager. But she honestly has the other system on her list because it was given to her. The list that came from the college that she chose said, here are some recommended items that we recommend for your dorm room. And this type of system was recommended on her dorm room shopping list from the college. So this would be great for a dorm room. Again, great for a camper. This would be great for like a classroom. You can't get in trouble in a classroom because I mean, I guess scent, but there's no fan, there's no heating plate, there's no nothing. There's nothing. It's just a diffuser system, an oil diffuser system, no water. Like, it's great. Let's see, room size that the fragrance covers. Low is 400 to 600 square feet. Medium is ideal for 500 to 750. And high is 800 to 1,000 square feet. And again, your scent is going to vary. Just like in wax, it's going to vary depending on the scent strength and what it is. I currently have Ocean Water in there now, which totally smells like the Pirates of the Caribbean ride, but it is on the lighter end of scent strength compared to Blue Grotto. Blue Grotto, Mac Daddy. It was big, huge, bold, and like I said, I could smell it on low out in the hallway. This one I have on medium, and I would say it's not nearly as strong. There's nothing to do with the system. It's the scent. Some scents are stronger than other scents. Let's see. Does run on Wi-Fi. So if your Wi-Fi is out, the system's not going to run, and you do not have to be near it to turn it on. So if you are out and about and you're like, or if you're on vacation or something and you're like, oh, I really don't want the house to smell gross and closed up from being on vacation, you can be sitting in the airport, turn the thing on so that is running when you get home. You do not need to be right near it to turn it on, which I found was a huge plus because I have programmable outdoor lights and you have to be within so many feet of the system for you to be able to do anything with the system. So that is a huge perk with it. The app is that you can turn it on when you're not around, but you do need Wi-Fi to hook it up. I will show you my little screenshot. So this is what your app is going to look like. It's very, very simple. When the system is on, the little green light is going to be on. You can choose from your fragrance, low, medium, high. You can choose from your light. And then, like I said, it does have timers here, or you can set your own schedule. The app is extremely user-friendly. I just wish it had push notifications. But then if it had push notifications, I would probably be annoyed with them anyway. So I can't be pleased. It's a great little thing. Now, cost, it's going to cost you $80, but let me prop you up. Let me prop you up because I need 2 hands. All right. So remember, this is what our little system looks like. We're going to turn it on just so it can do things while I'm talking. It is $80 for the system, but you get a cartridge free with it. Then the cartridges afterwards, do you see it? My bedroom's going to smell like Pirates of the Caribbean. The cartridges afterwards are going to be $40 each, but they last for a bajillion years. 2, throw it in a Scentsy club. Even if this is the only thing you have in your Scentsy club, put a scent in there. Have it sent every 3 months, okay? You're going to get it 10% off, and you're going to get it cheaper shipping. But if you're like, dude, I really don't want a club, I don't want to deal with it, fine, whatever, then buy 2 cartridges at once and you're going to save 10% off. All right. So there are ways to save. Talk to me. We'll figure it out. Right now, we currently have 16 different scents, including popular ones like Luna, Mystery Man, Just Breathe, Blue Grotto, Provence Lavender, Clothesline, Aloe Water and Cucumber. Those are like the popular, like known ones. And then we do have some that are strictly just in this, like this Ocean Air. There's Ocean Water. Is it Ocean Water or Ocean Air? Whatever it is, it's really good. It is called Ocean Waters. Again, super good. It really does truly remind me of the Pirates of the Caribbean ride. So now if you did want to run it without the system, like if you didn't want to use the app, there are buttons on the back that turns on and off the light. And that's about all you can do with that. And then this turns the system on and off. That's what you get, on and off. So, again, it's a very, very simple, easy system. But what makes ours different than the other one is that nebulizer cartridge. You don't have to worry about the leaking. You don't have to worry about the gunking up of the nozzle because you're going to toss it each time. So, like I said, I have been personally testing it for about 4 months now. I'm very big. I don't want to come on to you guys and tell you about anything until I'm like cool with it. And you also know if I don't like something, I'm going to tell you I don't like it. At first, baffled. It sat in the box for a good 2 weeks. I didn't open it. I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do with this. I don't even know if I like this. And I never even had opened it. But I was like, I have to try it out. Like, I have to try it out so I could tell you guys, like, I have to do those things. So I did. And I do like it. Will it replace my warmers personally? No. But I do like it in my laundry room where the cat litter box is, because it's kind of a room where I forget. It's not that I forget that the room is there, but it's not a room that I go in all of the time. So a door stays shut all the time. So when you open it, you're kind of assaulted by the scent because it's closed. It's a closed door except for the cat door at the bottom. So to have something that's running in there that I don't have to think about, and then when I do go in and it smells good, or when I walk by the hallway and it's right by the door and it smells good, it's just kind of a set it and forget it type of item. But now there are several of you who have already purchased it and you do love it, and you are replacing your warmers because it is less messy. You do have that control of scent strength, and you do have that control of your timer mechanism. So whatever floats your booty is what you're going to do. But it's actually kind of neat. It's really neat. I could think of it would be great in a bathroom. It would be great in like on a hall. Like if you're fancy and you have like a table in your hallway, you know, that's really pretty, stick it there. It would be great for up high. You know, like if you have a high bookcase, stick it up there and have it do its set every few hours. Do you know what I mean? With having the ability to control the schedule, possibilities are endless where you put this thing. So there you go. There's a look at it. If you have questions, holler at me. I know it's kind of complicated, but if you have questions, ask. Again, I was baffled by the system in the beginning. I fought it in the beginning. It sat in the box. I didn't even want to open it. I was like, I don't want to deal with this thing. But once again, once I used it, once I got used to it, I really do like it. I think you just have to figure out a way for it to fit into your home. Again, dorms, it is on the dorm room list of approved and requested and suggested items. And then campers, classrooms, lobbies, things like that. The perfect thing. The perfect thing. So give me a holler and I will talk to you guys later. Oh my gosh. See, and now like my phone is going to be crazy.